everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie. I'm also known as GLITZYGEM. Thank you for joining me here today. How are y'all doing today? Hope you are doing well. Thank you for tuning in and watching my video today. I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I just got through using my Pretty Filter Touch and Soul primer, and this is the one, is the Icy Sherbet primer one. This is the one that I panned out the other one, the one that was really creamy, the glassy filter one, and that was a creamy base. This one doesn't feel like a creamy base. It feels more like a mattified primer to the skin, which, okay, I can work with that. I just wanted to see how everybody's doing and just give you a little update of, my, how I'm doing, with not working at the moment. Well, let me just talk about, let me just let y'all know about two scares that I had today. This morning, I received a text message from somebody that I know, and from somebody that I know. I said that pretty fast. And they told me that I have it here. They told me that there's a certain part of our neighborhood, of our city where I'm living at. It's a community. It says has alerted the city for decades over the alarming rates of cancer diagnosis due to the group's proximity to the creosote. Despite overall support among council members, the newly elected mayor argued that he needs more time to get briefed on the city's plan, meet with impacted community members, and partner with other stakeholders like the Environmental Protection Agency, commissioners, and possibly Union Pacific, with the president, to collect additional funding for the anticipated $40 million project. So yes, I got that scare this morning when I received that text message. I was like, I don't live on that side of town, but it's like, I'm not sure if I do. I really don't know, because it doesn't tell you exactly which part of town. I mean, it tells you just like the project area where it, where this is happening. So I don't know which area I'm at, really, to be honest with you. So I received that message, and then I also received a message. It was like a video that was sent to me, through Messenger. It was sent to me by a family member through Messenger, letting me know that, well, the video was trying to let us know that there's a lot of people already that have been going to the hospital, or they already had a lot of there's like a high volume of there's like numerous counts of people going to the hospital already, because they're saying that the COVID vaccine that was given is actually putting people in the hospital, and just warning us that if you had the COVID vaccine, especially for the elderly, to make sure that they're all bundled up, make sure that they don't catch any kind of colds, because they've been having the rates for the death rates have been higher than, almost about the amount of the rates of whenever a person did have COVID and they passed away. So that scared me too, because I have two elderly parents and they both got the COVID vaccine. And so I now, not freaking out, but like, I'm going to try to get more information on it, on this, just to kind of get more, just to see, to get more informed about this information, because it's not that you can't rely on what you see on the media, but if there's media, talking about this sort of stuff, letting you know on the media, you know, I'm not very in tune with the news and stuff, so I don't really watch the news, which is not good because then something can be happening in my town. Like just the other day, we had like a tornado warning in my area, and it became into a thunderstorm, and there was some hail in other areas of not this side of town, but it was another side of town that was like up north, you know, the side of town up north had hail. And I didn't get any help, but I did get a lot of strong wind, and it knocked over my trash can, and I had to pick up all the trash off the floor, you know, that fell out of the trash can, because it literally knocked it over. And then I found out that I have a leak in my room by the windowsill. Well, not the windowsill, but by the window, but at the top part. And so now I need to come have somebody take a look at that, or see if maybe my insurance, you know, my home insurance will cover that. Have somebody come out and take a look at it, which reminds me I need to call, but I don't have any transportation right now, guys. I just got through using my CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made foundation. It almost looks like it's already running low, which is pretty good because I'm wanting to pan that out. So as I was saying, I don't have any transportation right now at the moment. I had an accident. Well, somebody hit me from behind, and I'm just finally now getting the money for, you know, to get it fixed, you know. So it's in the shop, and today at 4 I should be able to go pick it up. Somebody's coming over to pick me up, and you know, to go take me to pick up my car. That way I can start looking for work. Going in with my Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. I'm trying to pan this one out as well. Unemployment is not really enough money to sustain myself. I'm used to, you know, I budget my money, but I'm used to having more money than what they're giving me. So, but sometimes, yeah, I have to cut back on my spending. And so, which is not a, it's not a big deal. I have to cut back on spending just so that I can make ends meet. But guys, it is hard out there to find a job right now. I haven't really had any interviews lined up. I've actually applied for two 4 positions, you know, from the company that laid me off. They actually had some positions that available, you know, opened, and supposedly the HR, the one that was over HR, was telling me that they would give me my job back if they ever had to if they ever needed to hire anybody. But I had to go through the hiring process of going online and applying for the position, and you know, they're willing to take me back. But I got all 4 positions that I applied for. I got the message, a message telling me back that they're going to go ahead and pursue further with another candidate. So, and that really makes me angry, you know, for the fact that I had already kind of voiced why I was mad at the point, because there were other people that worked there that, you know, that they were just there because of favoritism, nepotism, because they had like a family member that works there that was that was a manager, and they had family that works there, and so of course they're gonna go ahead and back up their family members and keep them working, while the other ones, you know, who really need the job, who don't have like a second income, you know, trying to maintain a household, trying to buy, you know, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, pay utilities, all the 9 yards, you know, the whole 9 yards, you know, they want to put it on someone who really needs the job. They want to lay that person off, hence me. So I really was upset about that. But anyways, so right now I'm just getting ready because I'm getting ready to go pick up my car from the shop. And so I just thought I wanted to come on here and come talk to you guys and just, you know, use my, you know, my painting project products, you know, to create a look today. And, you know, yeah, letting y'all know that, yeah, unemployment is not working for me. I'm not really liking the way this primer's, you know, making my skin look. It's making my skin, with the matte foundation, it's making it look more dry. Then it's making it look more cakey. You know, I had no idea that this primer was like that, you know, but it is what it is. I'm going to try to pan it out. Next time I'll just use a more dewy foundation, you know, and, you know, to use next time. So I'm also trying to get myself a gym membership so that I can start going to the gym. Right now there's a special going on with Planet Fitness. It's going to be over tomorrow. You know, Friday is going to be over. The special is going to be over on the 12th. So I want to get in on that. I want to get in on that special before it's over, because it's 24 cents for the first, 24 cents down payment, and then it's $10 a month. So I know that's an expense that I probably don't need right now, but I think I'm able to manage my budgeting while I'm still looking for a job at the same time. And plus I have family that, you know, that's been helping me, and plus has been helping as far as, like, you know, if I need anything extra as far as like food or groceries or gas money. You know, I try not to ask, you know, I try not to ask for money, but, you know, or try to ask for help, because I mean, you know, my family, you know, already have their own expenses that they have to take care of. Oh, and also I had to reapply for benefits to, you know, on the subject of asking for, you know, money for food. You know, like my parents are there, or my sisters are there to help me out, but on that topic, you know, for food, well, they only gave me $14 last month for food, you know, to help me out with food. They only gave me $14. The human services people just gave me $14. And yeah, it's a joke, right? That was a joke. Why are they $14? But I was grateful. It was okay, thank you. $14. You know, that's like a, you know, that's like a, you know, maybe like a quarter tank to half a tank in the car that I'm in, you know, money that I can save up, that I can use in cash instead of groceries. So they told me I had to reapply for January. So I reapplied for January, and they told me that I was just making too much money on unemployment, you know, because they had to calculate it before taxes. The gross income before taxes were deducted out of my unemployment check. And I told him, but that's not what I'm bringing in though. It's just a gross, you know, I mean, it's just a gross income, and I'm not, I mean, that money is going to the government. I'm not even receiving that money, and I need it now. I need it now for food, like, you know. So the whole system, you know, the whole system, when it comes to, in this state, when it comes to needing help for food or medical help, you have to really be, like, to be honest, you have to be either, you either have to have kids, or you have to be practically homeless, you know, for them to help you out. Which is not a bad thing, you know. It's good that they get the benefits, but a person who's single, who's in middle class, unemployed, looking for a job, and right now, you know, it's hard to get a job right now. So it's putting us in a position where it's, you know, it's almost gonna make, you know, it's almost gonna make me homeless, You know, it's almost going to get me to the point where I'm homeless, you know, because sometimes, you know, some bills per month are being met and some aren't. This is with me budgeting my money, guys. I'm budgeting my money, but I was already, you know, I was already having these problems even before I got laid off, you know, these financial problems even before I got laid off. And now they've just become more of a burden now, you know. So, and I had just moved not too long ago, right? Remember my move? So, but anyways, I do have really good parents, you know. I love my parents. They told me that if anything, if you do lose your home, they said that I'm more than welcome to go live with them. But that's the thing. I want my own place. I don't want to depend on living in anybody else's home, you know, because I want my own privacy. I want to be able to have my own life, you know, be able to, you know, do things on my own. Like, as far as like, if I want to, you know, be in a quiet house alone, or I just want to lay back or sit back and, you know, and not have stress, or not, you know, be bothered by anything, any family problems that may occur, you know, then yeah, I do want to live. I mean, I'd rather live alone than, you know, living, even though it is lonely living alone. And it's nice to have somebody around the house, you know, to kind of help you through that, through you being lonely. And but then after a while, you just kind of just want your peace and quiet as well. You just want your own, like right now, you know, I'm filming, so, you know, you want your own time as well, you know. But when you have somebody else living in the house, it gets kind of hard to do that, because not only are you needing to meet your expectations, your needs, but you're also having to meet other people's expectations and needs and stuff. So that's the reason why I just decided just to, you know, I'd rather just live on my own. But if push comes to shove and I just can't find a job yet, and then I end up losing my home, then my parents already offered me a place here. My face looks like it's dirty, you know. My face looks a mess with this bronzer, you know, trying to use it as a contour. I know that contour you have to have, you know, have like a shade darker, but I'm gonna fix this. I am going to fix this. So I dropped something on the floor. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm back. I went ahead and put some more concealer on when I was off camera. Yeah, that unemployment right now is not the same. I mean, you know, being unemployed is not the same as it was whenever I was, you know, in my 30s. You know, I was living with my parents as well at that time, and I had, you know, a lot of support, which, you know, I can still get the support from my parents, you know, because they have their home paid off. And so so it's just not the same, you know, like I said, because, you know, you want, you know, like you said, you want your own privacy, you want your own place. You don't want to have to deal with any kind of drama or anything. You know, you know your own self. You know, you know your own lifestyle, how you want to live it, how you want to live at your house, at your home. But, you know, so anyway, so apart from that, just letting you know that unemployment is not like what it used to be before. Now for me, it's more like, now I'm getting more impatient as far as, you know, being at home. I'm starting to get a little impatient. Like, there's just so much time at home that you can just spend, you know, as vacation, you know, time to get some rest from work. And there's just so much time. Like, if you're working and you want to go on a vacation, but yet it's really that you just want to take some time off because, you know, you want to rest at home. Going with my Kylie Jenner bronzer, and the one that I just got through doing is the cream bronzer, which is a Yensa Sunlit Glow bronzer. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, it's not like what it used to be before. You know, before I was okay with staying with my parents, you know, because really I feel like I had no life or anything. But like I said, staying at home, also, you know, by yourself, you just kind of get impatient because you're like, okay, you know, when you work, you at least you take vacation to rest. So whenever you're resting, that's when you feel like, okay, you know, you feel like you're balanced. But when you're just actually at home because you got a job, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel comfortable for me. I just feel like I gotta you know, do something about this. And at the same time, it's like, I know it's gonna be hard because I get so discouraged, you know, because I went to college and I only had 1 year of college education, and like, I'm used to just more like office work, you know, secretary, receptionist, administrative assistant. I can, you know, probably work for, you know, like the medical industry or like the business office industry, but they don't pay much for what I need to live on my own. You know, I'm living off of one income. I don't have anybody else supporting me or helping me pay my bills or anything. So I need a job that's going to give me the income that I need to be able to support myself. I need to be both. Whenever you're married, I want to be both. I need to be both the husband and the wife. I need to have income from both the husband and the wife to be able to maintain the household, because yeah, this house is still not paid off. This mobile home is still not paid off. And so that's the reason why, that's where my struggle is. Because if I didn't have this mobile home, if this mobile home was already paid off, I would be fine with the unemployment that they're giving me, and I wouldn't have to, you know, and I probably would milk, you know, being unemployed for a little while, you know, because I'll be trying to enjoy, you know, my time off. Like, who doesn't try to, you know, milk their unemployment? Or maybe, you know, there's just different people out there. People, you know, different strokes for different folks, you know. But I would have been more like, oh, if I can milk it for another month or so, you know, I'm gonna try to milk it for another month or so. But, you know, because you know, I'm debt free. I don't have any kind of debts to worry about or having to pay, you know, or any kind of collection letters, you know, that may be, you know, they're about to happen, you know. And so I'm like, so yeah, it's not like what it used to be. So that's how I feel now. I feel like that. I feel like I'm just suffocating, that I just need to find me a job. And please send, you know, positive vibes and thoughts over my way. Please have me in y'all's thoughts, you know, to help me find a really good job. That's pretty much about what I wanted to talk to you guys about, just in my get ready with me while I'm using my products from my panning project. I'm really happy with that panning project I came up with. Smash My Stash. when I said the name out loud, I was like, hey, that doesn't sound too bad, you know. That sounds kind of catchy, Smash My Stash. But I've also have some Makeup Monday Lady collabs lined up already as well. So hope to make those. Yeah, you guys, I just kind of feel, you know, I just kind of feel, you know, a little down, I guess, because I'm not working, but this, you know, I don't have any, I have no income coming in. Like, what? Not that I don't have any income coming in, but not as much income as I used to have. And so I'm just really down about that. And then my love life, I have none. I have no love life right now. No love life. You know, is there a chance that I could have a love life? Maybe, but I really seriously doubt it. I don't know when. I don't know how soon I'll be able to have a love life, but not that I'm looking for it either. You know, I'm not like, you know, looking for anybody at the moment. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. That's all I gotta say. You know, if it happens, it happens. You know. So I'm using my stippling brush from e.l.f. This is one of my favorite brushes to use with my translucent powder, because it has some little bristles that are sticking out, and then there's like an actual, like, little hairs, bristles that are sticking out. It's a stippling brush. If you have never seen one like that before, it just has the little brush hairs sticking out, and then down below those bristles is the actual, like where you can actually press pigment or powder onto your face and actually move product around as well with it. You know, you can also use this for cream blushes or bronzing, but I just like to use it for setting my face, because like I said, those little hairs are really good and they kind of help you with, you know, with picking up just the slightest amount of translucent powder. That's the reason it looks like I'm going heavy-handed, but I'm not really going heavy-handed on the translucent powder. I'm just and it brushes brushes it off. Even though this is a matte foundation and a matte primer, you know, I don't know, this translucent kind of blurs a lot of that cakiness on my face. Yeah, at first I was looking a little cakey before putting on the translucent powder, but now I'm looking like I'm getting like this blurred effect after putting on foundation. I mean, yeah, after putting on the translucent powder, I'm sorry. I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow primer from Milani. I'm going to use my brow gel and my pencil liner. My brow pencil from Oprah. Actually taking the initiative and doing content using showing y'all content using my Smash My Stash products. So these are my Smash My Stash products that I'm using. So I'm kind of happy that I'm actually showing y'all that content, you know, in my get ready with me's. So, all right, what else do we need? So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Paris Hilton Glow Luminizing Drops. This is in a really like dark bronze shade. I'm gonna go ahead and use my contour brush. Just kind of use it to kind of contour a little bit. You know, kind of smooth out the luminizing drops. You know, just smooth it out around my face. Give me a luminizing glow effect. The highlighter I'm going to use today is the Wander Beauty Wondrous Glow. I knew I was going to need something like this. It's good, you know, to lighten it up a little. Give me a little toasty. I just gave myself a little toasty effect of luminization on my skin, which I will be fixing right now with this highlighter. I'm going with some blush. Use my walnut shade first. So I'm going in with that Cherry Blossom shade. My cheeks, just to give me a little hint of pink. Well, hint of pink, and just kind of work it in my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Kaja Moon Crystal eyeshadow base. I'm going to put that on the outer corner because it's like a brown shade. It's like a bluish brown shade. And I don't want it all over my lid. I just want it on the outer skirts of my outer crease. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Cosmopolitan brush that I've always used. It's it's a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and smooth that shade, the Moon Crystals pigment. I'm just going to move it around on the outer corner, spread it around. I'm going to go ahead and use my Illuminati eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the shade Teal. Let's start with that shade. This is the Superstition Quad from Illuminati, in case you're wondering. With this lighter grayish, it's like a darker, like a teal, but in the grayish side. These are both like satin mattes, maybe they're like both satin mattes. I will just put that along the outer corner. So now I'm going to go a little bit darker with a smaller brush. This is a smudge brush. Let me use this shade here, this darker shade, which is like a grayish, but I'm gonna darken this up more. Going with this lighter shade here for the lid. I'll go ahead and wet the brush with the setting spray. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use my highlighter and my brow bone area. Using the same brush here, the Morphe E36. If you need a good brush like this, you know, for your bottom lash line and inner corner highlight, brow bone, I suggest you buy this brush. I think this is one of my favorite brushes out of all my brush sets, you know, to use for those purposes. It is just so, it's dense. It has the density, you know, as a packed dense brush. At the same time, it also has the maneuverability as a flimsy brush to help you spread out the color. Gives you, it's like a very detailed brush. It is time to go ahead and put on my lipstick. I'll go ahead and take off the lip treatment that I have on right now and take that off. It was lip treatment that I put on before I put on my my lipsticks. I went ahead and I went in with my Sugar and Spice Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, and I'm going to go ahead and use this lipstick here by Ulta Beauty. I'm going to go ahead and use the balm because it comes with the lipstick and lip balm. This is in the shade Nudely Interrupt. Use the balm. Alright, so I took it off. Go ahead and use lip balm right here. It's really nice, shiny gloss. Lipstick. Let's go on top. Okay, there it goes. There goes my finished look, guys. I need to put on my setting spray. Alright, so this is how the look is turning out now. You can always take this off. I don't think I'm going to wear this today. I just put it on as inspiration for my eye look because of the color. So here we go. And now it's time for the finishing touch, which is the perfume I'll be wearing today. I'll be wearing the Dolce & Gabbana light blue scent, and very little goes a long way. So I'm just gonna, and I'm put it on my clothes because the last time I put it on, it really affected my sinuses. And this is just a sample size, guys. So this is just a sample, okay? So yeah, very, very sensitive to fragrances, but I have so many. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be very careful with the perfumes that I put on. And I put on some earrings, so yeah, so I'll be putting those on off camera once I get off. I just wanted to, you know, give, you know, chit chat with you guys and just give you a little update on where I'm at with my unemployment, you know, being laid off. I'll be trying to look for, not that I didn't look for jobs, I did look for jobs, but I'm gonna, you know, be more diligent in searching for a job, because I can't be living off of unemployment. Yeah, here in the state, it's not worth it. So all right, you guys, thank you for joining me here today. I'll see you in my next video. I love y'all. Bye.